Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Mercy College Athletics Department live stream. Today on a brisk Tuesday afternoon, we've got a matchup on the diamond between the visiting Concordia College Clippers and your Mercy College Mavericks. Hi, I'm Sean Maldonado here with the commentary of today's game. And on the mound to start for the Mavericks is going to be senior number 19, Fernando Figueroa. Figueroa has the team-leading 3.60 ERA and has a win in 2 appearances, going 1-1 in his game started so far. In 5 innings of work, he's allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 of them earned, 4 walks, and one strikeout. He's faced 17 batters, and the average against him is .176. So we'll see how the Clippers fare against the Mavericks senior right-hander. The Mavericks come into this one after a win over Virginia State on the road on Sunday, March 10th. They went 2 out of 3 in their series against Virginia State, losing the first game 4-1 on Saturday the 9th, winning the second 10-9, and then picking up the 8-3 victory on Sunday. In their only home games so far, they split with Lemoyne College with a 3-0 victory in Game 1 and a 6-4 loss in Game 2 on Sunday, March 3rd. Mavericks are led by their first baseman, number 23, Anthony Murphy. He leads the team in batting average, batting .421. He also leads the team in several other categories, including home runs with 3 and RBIs with 12. Figueroa on the mound. He'll face the Clippers left fielder, number 7, Jake Partridge. And the opening pitch of this one is in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. Figueroa comes back and misses outside with a ball, even in the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 in there on the paint for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Swung on and missed. First batter faced is a strikeout for Figueroa. Good start to the game so far. And we got 1 out here in the top of the first. Stepping in is the right field number 3, Matt Rinaldi. And the first pitch from Figueroa misses outside for a ball. The 1-0 misses out in there for a strike, on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Rinaldi. The 1-1 misses inside. They're going to wipe that pitcher off the board, and the count stays 1-1. Figueroa looks in, and time is called by Rinaldi, and we'll set up once again. The 1-1 swung on, a hit in the air to shallow center. It's going to get down for a base hit. Rinaldi on first. with one out.
Now batting number 25, Tyler Apple.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 25, Tyler Apple. Put the runner on first. Figueroa works from the stretch and offers up the first pitch ball that misses outside. Rinaldi leading off at first. Figueroa checks him and comes set. And the 1-0. In there on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The senior from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, comes set. Checks him, throws over to first. Back in time is the runner, Rinaldi. The 1-1 upcoming. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Sadala. And that brings the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. The Clippers are 26 for 33 in stolen base attempts this year, so it's likely that Figueroa will want to keep Rinaldi close. Hit in the air, back behind home plate, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Murphy holds on Rinaldi. Figueroa checks him and comes set. The 2-2 is going to catch Apple on the shoulder. And that'll give him the free pass to first base. Now runners on second and first with 1 out.
Number 5, Joseph Impaguglia.
That'll bring up the DH, number 5, Joseph Impaguglia. Figueroa's pitch in there for a strike. Figueroa checks the runner Rinaldi at second and delivers the 1-0. Excuse me, 0-1, and that's popped up back behind home plate. Sadala might have room for a play, and he puts it away for out number 2. Two away in the top of the first.
Now batting number 16, Josh Corridor.
That'll bring up the catcher, number 16, Josh Corridor. Two away, men on second and first. The situation. Figueroa delivers. Pitch high for ball 1. Figueroa has his sign and comes set. Checks the runner Rinaldi at second and delivers the 1-0. That's popped up in the air over to third. Excuse me, short. Meridian settles under it, and it'll be the third out of the inning. After a half inning, the score remains 0-0. The Mavericks will come up for the first time in this game. And now for the bottom of the first, the Mavericks coming up for the first time in this game. It'll be Logan Vias, number 22, on the mound for the Clippers, a freshman from East Northport, New York. And leading off for the Mavericks will be number 15, Joseph Sadala. He's catching today. The senior leads the Mavericks in stolen bases with 11. Vallis' first pitch misses for a ball. The 1-0. Hit in the air, back behind home plate. But the catcher Corridor couldn't make a play on it. And the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses with the 1-1 high. The 2-1 hit just over the outstretched arm of the third baseman, Calabrese, and Sadal is on first.
Now by number 1, John Meridian.
That'll bring up the Maverick shortstop, number 1, John Meridian. The throw over, not in time. Sadala gets back. As I mentioned earlier, he does leave the Mavericks with 11 stolen bases, so they're going to keep him close. Vias comes set. And the pitch, Sadala on the move. The throw down is held by Corridor. Stolen base for Sadala, his 12th of the year. And that's going to be a balk. And Corridor's going to go out to talk things over with his pitcher, Vias. Counts as a ball in the count, so it'll be 1-1 to Meridian. Sadala moves over to third. Runner on third. 1 strike to Meridian. Vias to deliver. That one's hit into right field. Sadala will score. Meridian with the RBI single puts the first run on the board for the Mavericks.
Now by number 23, Anthony Murphy.
And stepping in is the senior first baseman, number 23, Anthony Murphy. Vias delivers. First pitch that misses low for ball 1. Meridian leading off of first. Vias looking to keep him close. Holding him on is Medina. The 1-0. On the moves, Meridian. That one's hit over to Medina at first. And that'll retire Murphy, but Meridian moves over 90 feet.
Now serving to plate number 2, Miguel Ortiz Sanchez.
Puts the first out on the board for the Mavericks. Stepping in is the second baseman, number 2, Miguel Ortiz Sanchez. Who stepped in with Meridian on second and only one away. Valles comes set. Takes a long look at the runner and delivers. First pitch, curveball that misses high for a ball. Valles comes set. Checks Meridian. He's on the move. No throw that time from Corridor as the pitch was low. Meridian picks up a stolen base. The 2-0. Hit in the air to right. It's going to get down in fair territory. Meridian's going to score. Ortiz Sanchez on his way to third. The relay is not going to be in time. And the Mavericks take a 2-0 lead on the Ortiz Sanchez RBI triple. And that'll bring out the pitching coach for the Clippers. Valles' numbers on the season, he is 1-1 with a 5.68 ERA. In 4 appearances, tossing 12.2 innings of work, walking 10 batters, striking out 11.
Now batting number 9, Adonis Garcia.
And stepping in now is the right fielder, number 9, Adonis Garcia. With Ortiz Sanchez on third and only one out, he'll look to cash in an RBI opportunity. First pitch is in there for a strike. The 0-1 misses high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 offering. He's going to get away from the catcher Corridor. On his way to the plate is Sanchez, and he'll score on the wild pitch, increasing the Maverick lead to 3-0. And the count is 2-1 to Garcia. The 2-1 with the bases clear is hit in the air over to third. Under it is Calabrese, and he'll put it away for out number 2.
Now serving to the plate number 18, Paul Cozzolino.
That'll bring up the Maverick DH, number 18, Paul Cozzolino. A sophomore from Ossining, New York. Will get his chance with 2 outs. First pitch is inside for a ball. The 1-0. Grounded over to short. Grabbed and thrown on to first for the third out of the inning. And through one inning of play, the Mavericks lead 3-0. On to the top of the second.
Off for Concordia, number 21, Andrew Medina.
And the lead off the top of the second will be the first baseman for the Clippers, number 21, Andrew Medina. He'll face Figueroa for the first time. First pitch from Figueroa misses low and away for a ball. The 1-0 offering on the paint for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to Medina. Medina held up his swing that time, and he takes that one for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. That one is hit back up the middle. That's going to get through the infield in the center for a base hit. So Medina's on to lead off the top of the second.
Now batting number 15, John Calabrese.
Stepping in is number 15, John Calabrese, the third baseman. Figueroa working from the stretch. Medina on first. He checks him and delivers a first pitch. That misses outside for a ball. Medina not too big of a lead over there at first. And the 1-0 misses low for ball 2. The 2-0 misses low for ball 3. Figueroa wants that spot low in the zone at the knees, but he can't get it. And that'll bring out manager Chris Schoen. Talk things over with a senior right-hander. As play resumes, the count is 3 balls, no strikes to the third baseman, Calabrese. That one in there for a strike from Figueroa. Brings the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Swung on and fouled back behind home plate. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Figueroa trying to battle back from a 3-0 hole. Delivers a low ball for ball 4.
Batting number 12, Nick Velasquez.
Calabrese gets on with a free pass, and that'll bring up the center field at number 8, Nick Velakis. Excuse me, number 12, Nick Velakis. Figueroa looks in for a sign and gets it. Checks Medina at second. Squaring the bunt, but the pitch was low for a ball. Sadalo with a nice block, keeping the runners at bay. The 1-0 squaring around again is Velakis, but his bunt attempt is going to roll foul. Goes down as a strike. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to the Clipper center fielder. Figueroa toes the slab. Gets his sign. Checks Medina at second and delivers another square attempt. He gets that one down. Figueroa fields his position, throws over to first. And Murphy was unable to keep his foot on the bag, not to load the bases.
Now batting number 1, Kendall Lucas.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 1, Kendall Lucas, the 9-hitter with bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch to him, misses high for a ball from Figueroa. The 1-0 offering paints the black for strike 1 on the outside corner. Lucas hits that one on the ground over to Meridian at short. He comes up with it, throws over to first, and puts it away for out number 1. But a run does come in to score for the Clippers. They trail 3-1.
Batting 7, Jake Partridge.
Top of the order coming up here for the Clippers. Number 7, Jake Partridge comes in. He struck out his last time. First pitch in there for a strike from Figueroa. The 0-1 curveball in the dirt, blocked by Sadala. One misses high for a ball. hits his spot at the knees for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Partridge hits that one down the first base line, but that's going to get out of play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Partridge goes down swinging for out number 2.
Batting number 3, Matt Rinaldi.
That'll bring up Matt Rinaldi. The Clipper right fielder. He singled his last time up. Figueroa's pitch is hit in the air. And that's going to get down in the center. 1 run will score. They're going to wave around Velakis. He will score. 2-run single from Rinaldi. Will tie this game up at 3 apiece.
Now batting number 25, Tyler Epple.
First pitch to the shortstop Epple is low for a ball. The 1-0 misses outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. The last time up Epple was hit by a pitch. Hit in the air back behind the Maverick dugout. Foul. 2-1 the count. Figueroa steps off as the runner, Rinaldi, was thinking about making a move over to second. Things reset. Rinaldi stepping off, making a lead at first. That one swung on and missed for a strike. Evening things up at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Figueroa shakes off the sign and finds one he likes. Comes set, checks the runner, and delivers the 2-2. Low. Sadala throws, catch the runner. The throw beat the runner, but he evaded the tag of Ortiz Sanchez, and that'll go down as a stolen base. For Rinaldi. Counts run full on Epple. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Epple goes down. And that's 3 outs. And through 1.5. The scores all tied 3-3.
Leading off for the Mavericks, number 47, Rafael Perez.
Leading off for the Mavericks will be the left fielder, number 47, Rafael Perez. He'll face Valles, who, thanks to an offensive outburst there from the Clippers, has a little bit of a cushion as the score is tied 3-3. First pitch to Perez. Misses for a ball. The 1-0 in there for strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses outside. Perez had to hold up. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's fouled back for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Perez holds up on that one. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Grounded over to short. Picked up and thrown on the first. Close play, but beat him by a step. Perez.
Now back number 6, AJ DeRosa.
He's retired for the first out. Stepping in is the Maverick third baseman, number 6, AJ DeRosa. First pitch is inside to DeRosa for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Foul back behind home plate. DeRosa is down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul back again by DeRosa. Count stays. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2, curveball, misses for a ball. The 2-2 misses up high for a ball. Count is run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to DeRosa. Vias to deliver the payoff. Missing down low. It'll be ball 4. Earning a walk is DeRosa.
Number 25, Ryan Saltzman.
And that'll bring up the Maverick center fielder, number 25, Ryan Saltzman. With a runner on first. And 1 out. Leading off at first is DeRosa. Vias comes set. And delivers the first pitch that paints the black for a strike on the outside corner. Throwing over. Checking on DeRosa, but he gets back in time. Vias throws over again. And that was close, but DeRosa gets in under the tag. The 0-1 misses for a ball. The 1-1 hit in the air to right. Down the line. It's going to get out of play for a foul ball. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes on Saltzman. Ahead in the count, Vias looks in for his sign. Has it and comes set. Delivers. Pitch that's hit in the air to left. And that's going to get down for a base hit. Just in front of the left fielder, Partridge.
Now by number 15, Joseph Sadala.
Top of the order for the Mavericks. The catcher, number 15, Joseph Sadala, steps in. He singled, stole a base, and came around to score his last time up. DeRosa leads off a second. Saltzman off a first. In the pitch. Misses outside for a ball. That one in the dirt, blocked by Corridor. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0. In on the outside corner. A fastball. The count is 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's hit on the ground over to Epple at short. He turns one over to second for one. Can't get the double play. Goes down in the scorebook as a fielder's choice.
Now batting number 1, John Radian.
And that'll bring up the Mavericks shortstop number 1, John Meridian. He singled and stole a base his last time up. The throw down. Sadala gets in the second. Runners on second and third. 2 away in the bottom half of the second. A strike. The count to Meridian. 0-1 curveball in there for a strike. Meridian down. No balls, 2 strikes. To Vias. The pitch. Grounded on over to short. Epple up with it. Over to first. The head first slide from Meridian wasn't enough, and that'll end the inning. Through 2, the score remains 3-3. Leading off for Concordia will be the DH number 5, Joseph Impaglia. And that one fouled back. Last time up he popped out back behind home plate. The catcher Sadala put it away. The 0-1 misses high from Figueroa. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul back behind home plate. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 misses outside. 2-2. The count to Impaguglia. Hit in the air to shallow right. Garcia is under it and puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting number 16, Josh Corridor.
With 1 away, that'll bring up the catcher number 16, Josh Corridor. He flew out to shortstop his last time up. First pitch. Misses for a ball. One 0 in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded on third base line. Foul. 1-2 count to Corridor. Corridor hits that one in the air to center. Saltzman puts it away. Almost collided with his left fielder, Perez, but no harm, and we got 2 outs. That brings up the first baseman, Andrew Medina, who swings on the first pitch from Figueroa. Oh, 1 misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses outside for ball 2. Tipped into the glove of Sadala. That's going to be strike 2. Medina hits that one on a line. That's going to get down in center. And with 2 outs, the Clippers have a runner on first. That brings it to third baseman, number 15, John Calabrese. He walked and came around the score his last time up. That one's grounded over to second. Ortiz Sanchez with a nice sliding grab and throws on the first to end the inning. Through 2.5, the score stays 3-3.
23, Anthony Murphy.
The 3-4-5 hitters will come to the plate for the Mavericks, starting off with the first baseman, number 23, Anthony Murphy. First pitch is outside for a ball. Murphy grounded out to first base his last time up. That one's fouled back. Counts 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball misses outside for a ball. Murphy ahead in the count, 2-1. Swung on and missed. The fastball on the outside corner evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Murphy goes down swinging for out number 1.
Now batting number 2, Miguel Ortiz Sanchez.
First pitch to Ortiz Sanchez, the Maverick second baseman, misses for a ball. Ortiz Sanchez rips that one down the third base line. That's going to go into the corner. Rounding first, on his way to second is Ortiz Sanchez. The relay not in time. And with 1 out and a runner on second, Adonis Garcia will step in.
Adonis Garcia.
Garcia flew out to third his last time up. Vias delivers the 0-1. Misses outside for a ball. Takes a long look at Ortiz Sanchez and steps off. Missing inside for a ball on the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. In there for a strike on the outside corner. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vaya steps off again. Clearly distracted by Ortiz Sanchez at second. That one's skied in the center. On his horse is the center fielder, but he can't get to it. Ortiz Sanchez is going to be sent in. Garcia on his way to third. The relay is not in time. Stand-up RBI triple for Garcia. And the Mavericks go up 4-3.
Now back number 18, Paul Cozzolino.
That'll bring up the DH, number 18, Paul Cozzolino. Ground out the shortstop his last time up. Curveball opens things up for a strike. Swung on and missed. Looked like a changeup that time. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2. Foul back. Cozzolino stays alive. Grounded back to Vias. Checks the runner and throws on the first to retire Cozzolino for the second out.
Now back number 47, Rafael Perez.
That'll bring up the left field number 47, Rafael Perez. First pitch to him is in the dirt. Gets away from corridor momentarily, but the runner, Garcia, stays at third. The 1-0 offering. Grounded on the to third. Up with it is Calabrese and throws on the first to end the inning.
At the end of 3 innings to play, Mercy leads 4-3.
After a RBI triple from Adonis Garcia, the Mavericks retake the lead at 4-3. Leading off the top of the fourth, it'll be the center field number 12, Nick Velakis. First pitch from Figueroa misses low for a ball. Comes back and fires in a strike. The 1-1. Hit in the air down the third base line, foul. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2's in the dirt from Figueroa. Grounded back up the middle. Meridian slides, but doesn't have a play at first. It'll be an infield single. And that'll bring up the second baseman, number 1, Kendall Lucas. He grounded out to shortstop his last time up. Figueroa checks the runner, Velakis, and delivers a pitch that is bunted down the first base line, but it's going to roll foul. Looks like the Clippers want to implement some small ball. Move the runner 90 feet with a sacrifice. See how Figueroa adapts to that. The 0-1 in the dirt. Zadala throws over to first, but back in time is Velakis. One ball, 1 strike. Figueroa checks the runner, Velakis at first, and delivers. That one's bunted back to the pitcher, Figueroa. He goes over to first, makes the easier play, and retires the first batter of the inning.
Batting number 7, Jake Partridge.
Third time around here for the Clippers. It'll be Partridge stepping in. He struck out twice today. Hit in the air to right. Garcia tracks it down. The relay throw as the runner tags and advances to third. Two outs. Partridge moves the runner over 90 feet. And that'll bring up Rinaldi. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and a stolen base. And that'll end the day for Figueroa. Coming out of the pen in relief will be number 8, Alonzo Tena.
Pitching for the Mavericks, number 8, Alonzo Tena.
Tenya will come in with 2 away and a run on third. And his first pitch to Rinaldi misses low for a ball. In there for a strike. Swung on and missed. That time from Rinaldi. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tenya delivers. A fastball misses outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Tenya tried to get a backdoor slider, but nothing doing. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Rinaldi goes down swinging. And that'll end the inning through 3.5. The Mavericks still lead 4-3. Coming up to them for them is the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. So the day for for Valles is done after 3 innings. And on the mound, in relief, is number 4, Sean Maldonado. He'll get to work against the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. The third baseman, A.J. DeRosa, steps in. First pitch to him misses outside for a ball. DeRosa came around. He walked his last time. Malamud gets a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Grounded over to third. Calabrese fields and throws on the first. Good scoop from Medina. Retires. DeRosa for out number 1.
Now stepping to the plate, number 25, Ryan Saltzman.
That'll bring up the Mavericks center fielder, number 25, Ryan Saltzman. He singled his last time up, but was thrown out at second as part of a fielder's choice. Grounded to second base. Lucas throws on the first, and with that'll bring up Sadala, the top of the order with 2 down. Sadala hit into his fielder's choice his last time up. First pitch from Malamud, it misses for ball 1. The 1-0 misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. Malamud misses upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 misses low and away for ball 4.
Now coming to bat number 1.
Sadala on base with a walk. And that'll bring up Meridian with 2 outs. On his way to second is Sadala. The throw down from Corridor, not in time. Sadala, stolen base number 13 of the season, and second one today. The offering was in there for a strike, so the count's 0-1. Meridian rips it down the third base line. That's going to bring home Sadala. Meridian heading over to second now. He's going to get to third after a misplay out in left. And it's going to be an RBI triple for John Meridian. Increasing the Maverick lead to 5-3. That brings up number 23, Anthony Murphy. Murphy hits the first pitch down the third base line, but it gets out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 catches the outside corner for a strike. Murphy down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. With a runner on third and 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch. Swung on and grounded back up the middle. Good play there by the shortstop, Eppel, but the throw was high, and Sadala was able to score. Meridian was able to score. And the Mavericks now lead 6-3.
Now batting number 2, Miguel Ortiz Sanchez.
That'll bring up Miguel Ortiz Sanchez. He's 2 for 2 today with a triple and a double. That one's grounded over to Epple. He just flips it over to Lucas at second, and that'll end the inning. Through 4, the Mavericks lead at home 6-3.
4 innings of play. Mercy leads. Concordia, number 25, Tyler Epple.
Leading off the top of the 5th, it'll be Epple, the shortstop. First pitch to him. Catches the outside corner for a strike from Tenya. Epple is 0 for 1, striking out his last time up. He hits the 0-1 back up the middle. Just gets by Meridian, and he'll be on to lead off with a single.
Now to the play, number 5, Joseph Empaguglia.
Empaguglia, the DH, steps in. He's 0 for 2 after flying out to right field his last time up. Tenya's first pitch in there for a strike. Throws over. Keeping Epple honest over there at first. And we reset. The 0-1 hit in the air to center. Saltzman couldn't get there in time, and it'll be a single for Empaguglia.
Now batting number 16, Josh Corridor.
The catcher, number 16, Josh Corridor, steps in. He flew out to center field his last time up. Runners on second and first, and nobody out. First pitch from Tenya misses for a ball. Tenya steps off. Checks the runner at second and delivers. A fastball hit in the outside corner for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit up the middle. Ortiz Sanchez with a nice diving grab for out number 1.
Now batting number 21, Andrew Medina.
With a 1 away, that'll bring up the first baseman, number 21, Andrew Medina. He singled to left field his last time up, and he's 2 for 2 today. First pitch to him. Misses for a ball. Upstairs. Comes back and fires in a fastball for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The runners are Eppel at second and Empaguglia at first. The 2-1. Hit down the first base line, but it's going to get out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 offering. Misses high. Slider. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tanya steps off, forcing Eppel to retreat back to second. Fouled off by Medina. Count stays 3 balls, 2 strikes. Grounded back up off the mound. Ortiz Sanchez steps on second, throws to first. Double play. 4-3 double play ends the inning. And through 4.5. The Mavericks lead 6-3.
Leading off for the Mavericks, number 9, Adonis Garcia.
Garcia will step in to lead off the bottom half of the 5th for the Mavericks. He hit an RBI triple his last time. And he'll face Alamud. On the ground, the first pitch is over to short. Eppel up with it. Throws over to first. And Medina with a stretch. retires Garcia for out number 1.
Now batting number 18, Paul Cozzolino.
That'll bring up the DH number 18, Paul Cozzolino. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. First pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner. The 0-1 misses in the dirt. Evening things up at 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's hit over to second. Lucas up with it. Over to first. Route number 2.
Now batting number 47, Rafael Perez.
With 2 down, that'll bring up the left fielder number 47, Rafael Perez. First pitch from Malamud in there for a strike. Hit in the air to first. Medina puts it away. Side is retired. Through 5, the Mavericks lead this one 6-3.
After 5 innings of play, Mercy leads 6-3. Concordia, number 15, John Calabrese.
Tenya back on the mound for the Mavericks for the top of the 6th. They'll face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, starting off with the third baseman, number 15, John Calabrese. First pitch. In there for a strike. Calabrese squared her on the bunt but pulled back. Tenya gets another strike in the outside corner, putting Calabrese in an 0-2 hole. Wanted him to chase, but nothing doing. Missing outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tenya misses high with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit in the air to shallow right. Garcia can't get to it, and on his way to second will be Calabrese.
Now batting number 12, Nick Velakis.
After the leadoff double, that'll bring up the center fielder number 12, Nick Velakis. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. First pitch from Tenya misses for a ball. That one's ripped down the third base line. On his way in. No, they held up the runner at third. And it'll be a single.
Now batting number 1, Kendall Lucas.
That'll bring up the second baseman, number 1, Kendall Lucas. With runners on the corners and nobody out. Tanya misses high. Throws over to first. Keeping Velakis honest over there. Another throw over. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Misses for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1. Hit on the ground into right. 1 run will score. Velakis will slide in the third. And the game is now a 6-4 affair. And that'll bring out manager Chris Schoen, talk things over with his pitcher. And that'll do it for Tenya. New pitcher will be number 12, Odalis Perez.
Partridge.
That'll bring up the left fielder, number 7, Jake Partridge. He's 0 for 3 today. Flying out to right field his last time up. He'll face the new pitcher Perez with nobody out and runners on the corners. First pitch from him misses for a ball. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. On the run is Lucas, but the pitch hits Partridge, and that'll load the bases.
Now back number 3, Matt Rinaldi.
That brings up the right fielder, number 3, Matt Rinaldi. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and a strikeout. First pitch is in there for a strike from Perez. Grounded foul. And Perez is ahead 0-2 to Rinaldi. And that'll ring up Rinaldi looking. Strikeout for Perez is the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 25, Tyler Eppel.
That'll bring in the shortstop, number 25, Tyler Eppel. First pitch from Perez misses for a ball. One-0 misses low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Perez misses inside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. To the shortstop, Eppel. Perez will walk Eppel on 4 pitches, and a run will score.
Now batting number 5, Joseph Impeduglia.
It's a one run game, 6-5. The Mavericks lead. The DH, Joseph Impeglia, steps in. The first pitch from Perez gets away. Sadala gets in there and tags the runner Lucas, who's trying to steal for out number 2. The 1-0. Hit in the air to right. Garcia ranges over and puts it away for out number 3. Through 5.5, the Mavericks hold a 6-5 lead. Leading off the bottom of the sixth, it'll be the third baseman, A.J. DeRosa. DeRosa's 0 for 1 today with a ground out to third base. First pitch is foul back for a strike. Malamud gets a fastball in there for strike 2. DeRosa's down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Hit on a line in the center. It'll get down. Leadoff single for DeRosa.
Now by number 25, Ryan Saltzman.
That'll bring up Saltzman, center fielder. 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out to second base. Saltzman gets it down the first base line. Fielding his position's Malamud, and he flips over to Medina at first for the first out. Looks like Malamud came out of his shoe on that one. Time is out so he can tie up the laces.
Now by number 15, Joseph Sadala.
Top of the order for the Mavericks, the catcher, Joseph Zadala, steps in. That one's hit into left. Looks like it's going to be a ground rule double for Sadala. DeRosa comes in to score. And it's an RBI ground rule double for Sadala. Mavericks are up 7-5. Meridian steps in. Sadala on second and only 1 out. First pitch is in there for a strike. On the run is Sadala. Meridian pops that one into right. Caught by the right fielder, and they double up Sadala at second. Through 6, the Mavericks lead 7-5. The catcher, Corridor, leads off for the Clippers in the top of the 7th. First pitch misses outside for a ball. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now batting number 21, Andrew Medina.
Corridor is on with a leadoff single. And that brings up Medina, the first baseman. First pitch misses for a ball. Perez comes back and gets a strike. Swung on and missed. Medina down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Perez misses. Brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Medina goes down swinging for the first out.
Now batting number 15, John Calabrese.
Calabrese steps in, the third baseman for the Clippers. Hit in the air. Back behind third base into left. Caught on the run. For out number 2.
Now batting number 12, Nick Velakis.
Center fielder Nick Velakis steps in with 2 away and a runner on first. First pitch misses from Perez, outside. Comes back and gets a strike call in the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounded over to second. Ortiz Sanchez ranges to his left. Throws on the first for out number 3. Through 6.5, the Mavericks lead 7-5. 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up for the Mavericks. That'll be the first baseman, Anthony Murphy, to lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is low for a ball. Murphy fouls that one off. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now batting number 2, Miguel Ortiz Sanchez.
We just get the garbage cans from the dugouts. But
After a ground out from
take them to the main gate.
Murphy, it'll be Ortiz Sanchez stepping in.
They're in the dugouts. Yeah. We just have to wait for them to clean up.
First pitch is fouled back by Ortiz Sanchez. Swung on and missed. Ortiz Sanchez down 0-2. Ortiz Sanchez goes down looking for out number 2.
Now batting number 9, Adonis Garcia.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Garcia, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch misses outside. That one's hit over the head of Lucas, and it'll get down and right for a single. With 2 outs and Garcia on first, it'll be
Now batting number 10, Zach Kane.
Zach Kane taking the place of Cusolino. First pitch from Malamud misses for a ball. Throw over. Garcia back in time. Count moves to 101. On the run is Garcia. The throw to second from Corridor is in time. And that'll end the inning on the caught stealing.
At the end of 7 innings of play, Mercy leads 7-5.
Through 7, the Mavericks still lead 7-5.
Concordia, number 1, Kendall Lucas.
Second baseman Kendall Lucas will step in, the 9-hitter, to lead off the top of the 8th for the Clippers. He hits that one back behind home plate. Sadala puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting number 7, Jake Partridge.
Top of the order for the Clippers. Left fielder Partridge steps in. First pitch from Perez is in there for a strike. Skied in the center. Saltzman giving chase, but he can't put it away. It'll bounce in front of him for a single.
Now batting number 3, Matt Rinaldi.
Rinaldi steps in with the runner Partridge on first, and 1 out. First pitch is in there for a strike. On the run is Partridge. That one was hit on a line in the right. Partridge will go from first to third on the single.
Now batting number 25, Tyler Apple.
And that'll do it for Perez here, as the Mavericks will go to the bullpen again, bringing in reliever number 31, Dimitri Misamaris. With the runners on the corners and 1 out, new pitcher Dimitri Mesamaris will face the shortstop Tyler Apple. First pitch misses for a ball. That one's hit in the air to center. Saltzman will put it away. Tagging is the runner, Partridge, and he'll score. Sac fly from Epple brings the score to 7-6. Mavericks. And with 2 outs, it'll be Empaduglia with a runner on first. In there for a strike. Time is out. Empaduglia steps back in, and he's down at the count 0-1. Hit in the air to left. Jocelyn back, and he puts it away for out number 3. And through 7.5, the Mavericks lead 7-6. Going into the bottom of the 8th. Leading off the top of the 8th will be Zach Kane. As last inning ended on a caught stealing attempt, and Kane was batting, so he'll be in the box again. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. The new pitcher for the Clippers is number 28, Connor Stapleton. And he fires in a strike. Kane grounds that one down the third base line. The 1-2. Misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to short. Eppel up with it and throws on the first. Round number 1.
Now by number 30, Kazari Jocelyn.
That'll bring up the left fielder, number 30, Kazari Jocelyn, for his first at-bat of the day, after he subbed in for Rafael Perez last inning. First pitch from Stapleton is a strike. Jocelyn grounds that one foul down the third base line. He's in an 0-2 hole. He'll look to protect the plate. That one misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Missing outside is Stapleton. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one's grounded down the third base line, but it's just foul. Count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Misses upstairs. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. (3-2). Jocelyn goes down swinging for out number 2. Stapleton put a little extra on that one. And with 2 down, third baseman A.J. DeRosa steps in. First pitch is in there for a strike. Stapleton swings and misses for strike 2. That one missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to DeRosa. Stapleton misses for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit in the air. Down the first base line. Medina called off by Lucas. And he puts it away. Round number 3. And through 8, the Mavericks lead 7-6. Last licks coming here for the Clippers in the top of the 9th.
Playing out for Concordia, number 16, Josh Corridor.
Corridor will lead things off in the top of the 9th. 5, 6, 7 hitters stepping in. Going against Miss Amaris. First pitch misses high for a ball. The 1-0. In the dirt. Low for ball 3. The 3-0 count to Corridor. Comes back with a 3-0 strike. The 3-1. In the dirt for ball 4. Corridor's aboard with a leadoff walk. Gonna have a pinch runner here. Corridor's day is done. And taking his place on the base paths is number 24, Frank Coast. First pitch to Medina is in there for a strike. Squaring the bunt is Medina, but he takes a slider in there for a strike. Nothing into the count. Cost on first. Coming set is Miss Maris. Medina was able to hold up in time. The count is 1-2. missing outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the run is Cost. The runner is out. The runner is safe. The drop third strike and tag from Sadala is the second out. Excuse me, the first out.
Now back number 15, John Calabrese.
Calabrese steps in. Cost on second. First pitch is low for a ball. Checking Coast. Maris delivers. One that's hit back up the middle. Meridian over to first for out number 2. But the runner is on third. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Nick Velakis, in a big spot. 2 outs, runner on third. Down a run on the road. Let's see what the center fielder can do here. First pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Sadala. In there for a strike. Fastball hits the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's grounded over to first, but it goes foul. Concordia down to their last strike. The count 1-2 to Velakis. The 1-2. Hit, but Sanchez can't come up with it. Tough play there for the second baseman, and we're all square at 7.
Now back number 1.
That'll bring up second baseman Kendall Lucas steps in. Velakis' day is done, and he will be pinch run for by number 27, Jalen Martinez. Pitch is in there for a strike. This is for a ball. That one's in the dirt. Runner was on the move. No throw from Sadala. And the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Martinez on second. Swung on and missed for strike 2. That one's fouled off by Lucas. Count stays 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner on second in the top of the 9th. All square at 7 apiece. Lucas stays alive and fouls off another pitch. Stepping off Mies Maris, sending Martinez back to second. The 2-2. Fouled off again by Lucas. Good battle here between him and Mesmeris. Two misses inside for a ball. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. And that'll end the inning. Mavericks will come up in the bottom of the 9th with a chance to win it here. We're all tied 7-7.
Ryan Saltzman.
It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Mavericks in the bottom of the ninth, going up against Stapleton. New catcher out there for the Clippers is number 45, Denny De Los Santos. First pitch misses low from Stapleton. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Misses outside for a ball. That one misses low. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. That's hit just over the head of Lucas. And Saltzman looked like he wanted to go to second, but he'll stay at first.
Now batting number 15, Joseph Sedala.
That'll bring up the catcher, number 15, Joseph Sedala. Sedala squared on the bunt, Stapleton misses high. And looks like Concordia is going to talk things over. Runner on first, nobody out. The count is 1-0 to Sedala when play resumes. Stapleton checks Saltzman at first and delivers. Pitch that's bunted up in the air. Lucas goes to second. Gets the lead runner Saltzman at second. Good play there from Lucas to cut down the lead runner Saltzman. And there's one out.
Now batting number 1, John Meridian.
That'll bring up the shortstop, John Meridian, number 1. Throws over. Sedal has to dive back in the first. Slow to get up. He looks like he might have hurt himself. We'll step away. Sadala looks to be okay. He'll stay at first base. And Stapleton throws over again. On the move is Sadala. The throw down. He's in there. Safe. Stolen base number 14 on the year. 3 today. Count is 0-1 to Meridian. Runner in scoring position here. With only one out. Stapleton misses outside. Meridian takes that one for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count. Some sort of a discrepancy over the count. The umpires will meet at the mound, talk things over. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the move, Sadala. Swung on and missed. This Meridian goes down swinging, but Sadala moves into third. There are 2 outs, and that'll bring up the first baseman, number 23, Anthony Murphy, in a big spot, trying to bring in the game-winning run. Murphy hits that one over to first. It's going to get by the first baseman, Medina, and that's going to do it. The Mavericks are going to walk off on the Murphy RBI single. It was close the whole way, and the Mavericks have come out the victor, 8-7. On this brisk afternoon, the Mavericks come out victorious. Late. It took all 9 innings. And the fans watching at home, as well as those who came out in the support of their Mavericks, had a great game. Mavericks will be in action next on Friday. Be in action on Friday, March 15th, when they take on New Haven at home. That'll be at 3 p.m. So be sure to watch out for that one. For everyone involved with the Mercy College Athletics Department live stream, I'm Sean Maldonado signing off, and have a good night.